When I was growing up, one of the things my parents taught me was to have manners, especially when I was at school or when I went away to college or when I was sitting in temple listening to a sermon, that I was told to not talk, which I think most parents tell their kids. Well, the reason I'm bringing this up is last week I went to a networking meeting where I was invited to be the speaker. And at this particular meeting, there were about 25 women, and I had the microphone for 20 minutes, and my topic was the updates that have recently been made to Facebook, which is a topic that many people who network in person are probably interested in, because so many people that in-person network also social network. I am a licensed coach for the Social Networking Coaching Club, so keeping on top of different changes in social media is one of the things that I'm expected to do and that I want to do. So I went up to the front of the room and hooked on my, actually I didn't use a microphone because my voice was loud enough to carry. We were in a small restaurant. And I started talking about the different Facebook changes. I had a handout that I passed out. And since I was up at the front of the room, I had a good view, obviously, of everybody in the room. And in the very back of the room, there was a long table of 4 women. And my eye kept going over to them because during my entire 20 minutes, they were talking to each other and leaning over and whispering and not paying any attention to what I was saying, which is okay. You know, if you don't want to hear about the new Facebook changes, you certainly don't have to, but when you're at a small venue like that, it's just kind of common decency and respect to be quiet and to not speak and to pay attention to the person that does have the floor. And I kept getting distracted because they kept getting louder and obviously not caring about anything that I said, which again, I didn't take personally. You know, if they don't want to learn how to use Facebook, far be it from me to force anybody. But I was just so astounded how grown women can forget their manners when they're in a room of adults. Because if that would have been my children, who are teenagers, sitting in the back of a room, listening to a lecture, and I saw them whispering and laughing and poking each other, and obviously not focusing on what was going on, I would be very embarrassed for them, and I would think, wow, all the things that I taught them went in this ear and out the other ear. And for adults to be conducting themselves that way really bothered me. So what I want to know is, am I just overly sensitive, or should I have said something? Should I have stopped what I was saying and called them out? I try not to do that in the public stream on social media, and I really don't like to do that if I'm up at the front of the room, but it got me thinking about if I should have said something, because they were just so rude, and I think the organizer of the group was a little bit embarrassed. And I'm throwing that out there. Would love to hear your opinion. And as always, thank you.